Hi.
Hello.
So, what happened over the weekend?
Oh man, I got liquidated bad on one of my accounts.
Yeah.
I think this was the worst ever liquidation in crypto history. So officially they say about $2 billion was liquidated in the 24-hour period on Sunday, but actually it looks like it may be even higher. So the CEO of Bybit came out and said that they actually suppress liquidation data, and not just them, but some of the other big exchanges like Binance, and who knows if Coinbase do it. And why are they suppressing liquidation data? Because they want it to seem like users are making more money and losing less money. But if they made this data transparent, then I think a lot more users would be cautious about taking on leverage. So yeah, pretty bad weekend. I think everybody's down bad, and it's kind of interesting because it was worse than the COVID crash and the FTX drop. So why? I think that's really the question. Is this market manipulation, or
No
is it
one knows
something more?
for sure yet.
Yeah, I guess it probably will come out later on why exactly, but I feel like it's probably a bit of market manipulation, overextension from retail traders. They're all going, okay, alt season is around the corner. Let's leverage up. Let's get all of our positions in ready for this big move up. And of course, the exchanges don't want you to make money. They want to crush the retail. They want to drive them out of the market. They want the institutions, including themselves, to buy in cheap, and then the market goes up. And right now, retail is scared to enter again. They're like, what if there's another drop?
I think there's gonna be a lot of people kicked out of crypto now.
I think a lot of
Forever.
people were kicked out of crypto.
No, meaning like they're not gonna come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess about 1 million people were affected. So a lot of those people probably have a big portion of their savings or investments wiped out. They're gone. If they do come back, they're going to rejoin when the market's already moved up, when they've saved up a bit, and they're going to get wrecked again, most likely. So my advice to them would be, maybe if you come back later, don't invest. Wait, like it is all about patience, right? Like if you want to make money, you got to be patient. I made most of my money from the bear market moving into the bull market, not actually in the bull market. So I think it's maybe sitting it out, waiting until, it's not necessarily waiting until the bear market, but it's waiting until there's another massive liquidation flush, because it is going to happen multiple times in this bull market. And it's sitting out, it's waiting until that happens, and then going in when everything's bloody, and you'll make 100% of your money just on the bounce up from that bottom if you catch near the bottom. And I would say if you come back in, that's your strategy.
So, do you think we're gonna have more downside from here?
So I think we are at an interesting point because usually there is a bounce. We had the bounce yesterday. The market really recovered a lot. Like if you look at Bitcoin, went back up to $102,000. Ethereum dropped to $2,100, and it recovered all the way in one day back up to $2,900, $3,000. which is a massive move in one day. So it's as if it never happened, actually. And then you see like, all the AI agent plays, they dropped a lot, they went up a lot, 50, 60% in one day. But that's what always happens. As I said, this is the easiest money when you invest. Right when there's a big liquidation flush, there's always a bounce up, but it's kind of a mechanical bounce. So what I see happening is one of two things. Either we're going to bleed slowly back down to the lows that were just created, and that's going to be a second opportunity to buy at those lows. So I suggest waiting for that time to deploy. And maybe it goes a little bit lower than where it went, or maybe it goes a little bit, stops a little bit higher than where the market actually went. So, maybe Ethereum, it's going to go to 1,900, or will stop at maybe 2,200, 2,300 this time. So it's really in that kind of range. I don't really see Ethereum going any lower than that, for example. And Bitcoin could reach down to 85K, but I also don't see it going that far down, or it doesn't even need to go that far down. It could even go down to 91, 92 and stop there. But I think that's one scenario. The other scenario is actually we get some bullish news, and that news is so bullish that we go straight up from here. We'd really need something, pretty crazy for that to happen. So if that did happen, great. And that would be the momentum for the next push up.
Yeah, when it went down, my first instinct was we should buy back everything. But what do you think we shouldn't buy yet?
Yeah, so as I said, I think, nobody knows what is going to happen in the markets. The markets always want to catch you out. They have to make sure that more people lose than win. So when you're thinking about it, there's always different options. And I think best strategy is always to do a bit of both. So I did buy some stuff that I thought was really cheap. And I was like, let me get in to those. But I didn't go and buy everything again, because I was like, well, what if it does come lower? Maybe it'd be better to sit it out, wait a bit. Usually after a liquidation flush like this, people are scared. The market takes a bit of time. It gives you time to re-enter. So sometimes there is a V-shaped reversal, but I don't think this is one of those times.
Okay. So, when is the alt season starting?
Oh, that's a good question. That's what everyone wants to know. But alt season, I think, as I said, there's a few scenarios here. I do think there's a high chance that this time is not different. And just as the market finds a way to catch us by surprise and liquidate a bunch of us on the weekend, right? The market will also probably find a catalyst for alt season, because generally it happens around this time. And if this time is not different, and I think generally this time will not be different, there's probably going to be a catalyst, probably today, which pumps us up to new highs. And that will be alt season starting. But on the other hand, because we've seen such a big dump in the altcoins and Ethereum, that has broken the bullish structure on a lot of these altcoins. And usually when that happens, it takes time to build up a bullish structure in the charts again for an alt season. So unless we have a big catalyst, which could happen today, we probably will chop sideways where we are for maybe until March. And I think March, there's a good catalyst, which is the US Federal Reserve are meeting again. And when they meet, they're going to decide to lower the interest rate, keep it the same, or raise it. And I feel like that could be the moment where they lower the interest rate. Federal Reserve head Jerome Powell decides actually he needs to basically stop quantitative tightening. And when that happens, stock market sends, Bitcoin sends, altcoins send. And in that case, I'd say altcoin season starts in March.
Wow, that's a bit long.
That's why we gotta be patient. So just hang in there, guys.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.